If I can have your attention here in the Infield Media Center, this time we would like to welcome Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford. Carl, just talk a little bit about coming into Dover first in points, and this seems to be shaping up to be an exciting chase race already this year.
Yeah, this is the on and off switch right here. Testing. Can you guys hear me? Is it working? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is one of my favorite racetracks to come to. We've had fast race cars. It looks like Greg, Matt, David, myself, all of our Fords are fast in practice. Our Nationwide Mustang is super fast, so I'm excited about that race tomorrow. The only thing we're kind of waiting on is this weather. We tried to do our best today to practice and cover our bases if it rained, and I think we got outsmarted by a couple of those guys. They ran faster laps in the first practice than we were able to in the second one. So I think if it rained out qualifying, we'd start 13th or 14th. But I think if we get qualifying in, we did spend enough time with our Aflac Fusion that maybe we'll have a good shot at the pole. So I do love racing here, though. I'm excited to be here, and I'm just hoping that we get a good weather for the races on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions here in the Media Center. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. And as always, please state your name and affiliation. Questions? Bob Pockers, we'll get a mic back to you.
Hey, how's
it? Bob Pockers, SingDaily.com. Can you talk about next week you start kind of the double duty of Nationwide and Cup stuff and flying to Iowa day after the Cup race, and also, do you know Kevin Swindell at all, who's is one of your Roush Fenway Nationwide teammates, and if you do, what do you think of him?
Bob Pockers asked about the split weekend next weekend and about my relationship with Kevin Swindell. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do next weekend yet. I think it'll kind of depend on the weather, and really that's what's going to dictate how much practice I get in the Nationwide car up in Iowa. But my plan is to go back and forth. Probably leave right after qualifying for the All-Star race. Maybe even go back to Columbia, Missouri, spend the night in my bed, then get up the next morning, fly up to Iowa. They've got the runway right next to the racetrack, so that's kind of cool. Shouldn't take much time to get there. And then we'll come back for the All-Star race. And then I don't know. It depends on how that race goes. If it goes well, we end up staying late, I'll probably just stay there in Charlotte that night and then fly to Iowa the next morning. But it's kind of fun in a way. You know what? I fly my Cessna Citation jet, and it's neat to be able to jump out of the race car, go jump in the plane, fly the racetrack, and I think I've got a whole group of people lined up that are going with us, so that should be fun. We should have a good time. And then I was pretty. I was pleasantly surprised to see Jack put Swindell in that Nationwide car. He's proven himself in a lot of different ways as a race car driver, and my USAC Silver Crown team has been able to work with him a little bit. I've heard a lot of really good things about him, so I think Kevin has he has a great opportunity this weekend to kind of shock the racing world and show everybody how fast he is, and he's done a great job so far. So I'm hoping that he does well.
Okay, second question right here.
Hi, Carl. Kim Robertson, Insider Racing News. Just out of curiosity, if it does get rained out this weekend and the forecast is not all that optimistic over the next several days next week, it looks like the next possible open weekend would be July. What are your thoughts on having to postpone a race like this? We haven't had to do that in a long time.
We'll get the race in. I think that, kind of looking at the way this weather has been, it's real spotty. And I believe that we'll get it in, but. It doesn't matter to me if we race Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Christmas afternoon. I mean, this is a fun racetrack, and I think a lot of people will come here and race, and it's going to be a fun race no matter when we race. But I believe we'll get it in Sunday or Monday. I think that the way that the weather's looked to me the last couple of days, I think it'll be all right. Yeah, well, I'm a budding meteorologist,
Okay, we got another question up front.
Sean Green from WDEL Radio in Wilmington. You call this a fun racetrack. What do you love about this speedway?
The thing that I love about this racetrack, about racing at Dover, is the speed. It is so fast. I mean, it feels extremely fast when you drive into the corners here. It has so much grip, such high banking. it's only a mile. You know, when you think about the speeds we're running here on a mile racetrack, it's pretty spectacular. So that's the coolest part, the speed.
Any other questions for Carl? Mike Mulhern, we got a mic right behind you.
Mike Mulhern, MikeMulhern.net. This boys have at it. I'm getting a little worried that everybody's getting at it a little bit too much. I mean, we saw the 24 car at Richmond. He found a spot that was pretty dangerous, hit flush on the side. A lot of guys are going nose first into the wall. Now, the cars are really strong and all that. But are we getting a little too complacent? I mean, you guys can get hurt doing this sort of stuff.
I guess that's why we wear helmets. You know, this is auto racing. You know, it's a wild sport, and it's you know, I think NASCAR has done a really good job of letting us all kind of take care of things ourselves. And yeah, it's gotten out of hand a little bit a couple times. I've been a part of some of that stuff, but right now I'm just glad to be leading the points, no controversy, running well, winning races, and I'm having fun. So you know, it's fine with me right now. Everything's good.
Questions for Carl? All right, Carl, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon. Good luck this weekend.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Hey, and I wanted to say one other thing. A good friend of mine passed away this week. His name is Mike Williams. He raced street stocks locally, and he was he's a guy that helped me a lot in my early career. He passed away this last week, and he's a really good guy. He drove the number 75 car at Double X Speedway in California, Missouri. And this weekend for me, I'm thinking a lot about him. So just want to let you guys know that I'm thinking about him, and he was a good guy. So thank you.